Have you ever asked what is responsibly sourcing? It's when one organization sources and acquires products and services for its operation in an ethical, sustainable, and socially conscious way. Today, let's look closely at responsibly sourcing together and see why it's so important. Responsibly sourced means that one organization ensures that its business practice, both internally and externally through the supply chain, doesn't have a negative impact or perhaps has a positive impact on people and the environment. The global expansion of supply chains exposes companies to increasing risks. Global stakeholders are asking companies and their suppliers to be responsible for environmental, social, and ethical practices. After all, in the interconnected world of today, a bad incident with a supplier can result in problems for one organization, which can damage the reputation and image of a brand and result in unpredictable costs. For example, imagine the harm in associating your company or brand with unethical label practices. Due to these considerations, companies make responsibly sourcing one essential part of their procurement and supply chain management process. Everyone should follow the many companies that have officially declared that by 2025 to 2030 they will be 100% responsibly sourced. Can we say that a responsible supply chain can be used to build competitive advantage? Yes, because you are tailoring your product or business to meet market demands, and the market wants to see more responsibly sourced products. How do companies find responsibly sourced? Companies should look at different areas of business operation, including labor standards, health and safety, and environmental impact with themselves and their suppliers to understand the social and environmental risks. Think about human and workplace rights, environmental protection, business integrity. For one organization to claim responsibly sourcing, it must be able to demonstrate that its product or service is sourced from responsibly managed resources and responsible suppliers that meet the criteria. To be credible, these criteria should align with global best practices as defined within relevant international socio-economic and political rules, such as the ILO or the G8G protocol. In addition, factors such as gender inclusion opportunities to foster the resilience of communities and climate-smart practices tend to be part of responsible sourcing. What are the benefits for companies of being a qualified supplier? Bear in mind that in addition to commercial benefits, responsible sourcing can result in operational and financial improvements, along with fostering a positive reputation. Let's see the benefits in a tangible and simplified way. Responsible operation helps a company meet requirements set by law. Failure to comply with this law can result in the imposition of sanctions on a company and heavy fines. Business practices that exploit people or the environment are a huge risk to companies' reputation. Bad practices and mistreatment of workers create international scandals. So, operating responsibly protects companies from these risks. Protecting workers and providing safe work conditions reduces injuries, employee turnover, and worker mistakes. Bear in mind that better operational performance translates into cash flow. And what are the benefits for farmers? They can access new markets. They can add value to their products. increases productivity as it creates an ecosystem of sustainability for workers, reduces expenses in the long term with the adoption of sustainable practices that guarantee a prosperous future and enable savings. To finalize, shall we leave a reflection? Organizations today have large budgets for marketing. Maybe they could redistribute those resources between departments and instead of just disclosing sustainability claims, effectively support the adoption of sustainable and responsible practices. Do you want to work together and encourage farmers to adopt sustainable practices? We will go further together than we can go alone. We should finance sustainable practice because wherever the cost is in the short term, the return on those investments will be significant in many ways in the long term. To continue to learn about our resilient and sustainable universe, click like and subscribe. Together we can make a better world.